Let's say that your wife wants a break. She wants a separation. She needs space from you. Maybe you even caught her in an affair and you're trying to figure out how the fuck you got into this place. Well, in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what you can do to turn things around quickly, except for the betrayal part. I don't believe you should try to turn a betrayal around. But I will show you the same steps that even in that situation you should be doing anyway. So stick around, I'll show you exactly how to turn this around within the next few days. My name is Ed Baxter and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So that you can learn to handle your emotions, so you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within, to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. You shouldn't necessarily look at yourself as the enemy, but at the same time, you can't beg your way into her heart. You see, every time you try to chase after her, every time you try to talk to her, every time you try to have another conversation about the problems of your relationship, and you try to pull her back in, this is a game of force. You're trying to force the situation. You're not allowing it to happen naturally. And see, seduction is a game of being enticing. It is a game of creating something so undeniable that she cannot help but be drawn into it. And when you come in there and you try to force it, you try to force a conversation, force the marriage counselor, try to show off all the time how much you've changed and all these things, all she sees is a guy who's just completely struck in fear. He does not know how to move forward into his power. In fact, if you're in this place, your entire world is being defined by what she does. If your world is being defined by all of her actions, all of her moves, you are not an autonomous man. You have no sovereignty. You are just this guy chasing after a woman. And you are like this slave to your own emotional state and your own anxiety. And so when you get into this place, especially if she has an affair, and this guy over here is acting strong and in his power because he's not really worried about losing her, and then you're over here acting like this needy, wussy guy, crying and sniveling and trying to get her back and trying to force a situation, by the two comparisons, you're always going to lose. Why would she come to the weak guy when the other guy's demonstrating strength and she's attracted to him? And so the first thing you have to do is stop trying to chase after her. Your job as the man in a relationship is not to chase after the approval of your wife. It's not to go out there and try to perform for love. Your job is to hold the line and set the frame. Set the leadership position in the relationship and hold the standard for how you're going to operate. Create power. Create safety. How can you do either one of these things if you're completely chasing after her? You can't. Most guys get stuck in this place of guilt. Let's say that he had an affair on his wife. Or let's say that she says that he wasn't present enough. Or let's say that whatever thousands of excuses that she'll make to say that you're the problem. And he'll sit in this place of guilt and he'll try to make up for it by trying to become a better guy. He'll try to do all the things that she's saying. He's like, look, I did all these things. See, I'm changed. I'm a different guy. And he keeps throwing this in her face and she just sees that it's this poor attempt at just begging for validation. And she doesn't want this. And she's like, well, I can see that he doesn't get the problem. The problem is he's not standing up in his leadership. And so I got to get the hell out of here because I want to have great love in my life and I'm not going to have it with this weak ass dude. It's just not going to fucking happen. So I have no choice but to leave. And it's his fault because he should have rose up to be stronger. Now, with that being said, there's a certain number of women out there that are narcissists or cluster B personalities you will never win with, and they'll always say it's your fault. In those cases, the only fault that it is of yours is that you stuck around at all. And so the second point here is respect is the bridge back to intimacy, not chasing for approval. And so you want to show her that you're respectable, that you have your own grounding, your own footing, and that you don't need her in your life to be whole and complete. In fact, anytime that you need a woman to feel better about yourself, you're creating this codependent situation where she can ultimately say, hey, I can do whatever I want and I won't leave you. And you're like, oh, I guess you can do whatever you want because I don't want you to leave me. And this is where you get stuck in this situation where you keep chasing and begging for approval and table scraps of affection. This is where you get this consolation sex. This is where she's not coming at you hard for all kinds of intimacy. This is where she doesn't appreciate you. This is where she isn't devoted to you. This is where she will not change for you in the relationship because you're coming from this place of neediness. You said, if this woman can completely affirm me over and over and over again, laugh at all my dumb jokes, tell me I'm a good man, tell me I'm awesome, then I guess I don't have to deal with my own internal problems. I don't have to deal with all the bullshit that's within. And she'll readily do this because part of her biology is, hey, I need safety from a guy, so how can I affirm him so he'll love me? How can I be what he needs so that I am indispensable? Men had power in the world, and women had to use this type of a game to really reel the guy in. And this is why when she's having an affair, she wants to leave, she looks like a completely different person. Yeah, because she's not on your team anymore. She's not trying to affirm you to facilitate safety. She's being her normal self, or what she's doing is she's affirming on this other guy. She's trying to get that guy to rope him in. She's trying to mold herself into what that guy needs so that he'll play the same game that you did with her. And because you can't see your own traumas, your own issues, your own emotions, you can't actually see the woman inside of that, which is how you got in this situation to begin with. And so if you want to have intimacy with her again, you have to start having respect. You have to start demanding respect in your life. And you have to stop tolerating a bunch of bullshit. You have to stop tolerating yourself, chasing for validation from her. And you have to stop allowing and tolerating bad behavior and disrespect from your wife. And most guys cannot do this. When they come up to this road and they don't have the emotional tools and frameworks and scripts in hand, they usually crumble because they have no idea how to do this. They have no idea how to do this because they've never been taught. They've never been shown that in order for this woman to be totally devoted to him, he has to hold the line and set the standard of being strong within himself, to not need the validation of a woman, to not need somebody in your life to make you feel better. And the third point here is when she starts to tell you something, and she's going to come off very critical at this stage, everything you do is like kryptonite to her. She's going to hate it. She's going to hate everything about you. And she does this because what she's doing is she's rewriting your history. And she's trying to leave you. She needs to justify leaving you. And so she'll say everything, every dynamic that was ever a problem is now coming to the forefront, and you're the reason for all of her problems. This is how she can justify cheating on you or leaving you. She has to be able to set this narrative that you are a terrible person and that it was a mistake and that you were never good together and that you never had any happy times. This is the only way she can justify completely separating and breaking this pair bond with you. Oftentimes, women have done this years in advance. So when she comes at you with this heat and you start getting defensive, you start fighting with her and trying to defend yourself and trying to correct the record, this creates an even bigger problem. Now you get into a power struggle. Whereas if you're doing this with power and conviction, if you're doing this with grounded solidarity, then what will happen is that you won't get defensive. You'll hear what she has to say, and you'll just either take it to heart or you'll dismiss it. If you take it to heart, you'll say, yeah, okay, she's got a point there. I'm going to make a change. And see, this is what she's looking for. She's looking for a change, not an explanation. Most guys, when they hear about a criticism from their wife, they have to explain themselves. Explaining yourself is a form of getting defensive. You don't need to explain yourself. You just say, oh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So you're telling me that I am not thinking about how my words come across before I say shit. I just say shit because it feels good to me and I like to hear myself talk. Okay, let me see. Is this true? Okay. Can you give me an example of a situation? All right, cool. Yeah, I can see how that comes across. Interesting. And I get this and I become like a scientist with this thing, and then I go and I correct the behavior. Because if she's telling me this, there's probably a good chance that I'm doing this with other people too, and I can correct that behavior within myself. Cool. I want to be able to correct that kind of behavior. Or she says, hey, whatever's happening, you're not taking the trash out, whatever. It makes me feel like you don't see, hear, or understand me, and I feel like I'm the only one doing anything here in this house. You say, okay, is that true? Is she the only one here doing anything in this house? No, that's not true at all. But the trash one really sets her off because of this thing, so I would probably explore that with her a little bit more. Try to ask more questions around that. Try to explore it without getting defensive, without getting emotional. Most guys cannot do this. As soon as she starts saying stuff, he wants to interrupt her and fight with her and get into this power control and correct the record. Like, no, baby, it's not this way. No, it's because I'm doing this. And then this just spins her the fuck out because she sees that he's not really trying to listen to her. He's just trying to shut down the narrative because he doesn't actually want to change. He doesn't actually want to hear what she has to say. And he probably thinks he already knows already. And so this is where she'll come to this place where she'll say, well, I can't tell him anything. He never listens to anything I say. And this is where your wife will just shut down. Or she'll just lash out at you completely. And then you're in this place where you don't know how to deal with any of it because when she lashes out, you can't control your emotional state and it becomes this huge fight. So when your wife destabilizes you, you can't be the grounding force. You can't hold the line. You can't set the standard for a better grounded emotional state within the family. You cannot hold the frame. In fact, what ends up happening is her emotional state holds the frame. Her emotional chaos sets the tone for the entire family when you get destabilized when she gets upset. And so how can you be the grounding force for the kids? How can you be the first defense for them? How can you be anything in a relationship when you're completely dancing to her emotional state? You can't. So this game isn't about walking on eggshells. It's not about closing down. It's not about being this guy who dominates his wife. This is about being a guy who can be solid and grounded for himself first and foremost, who sets the standard for his relationships. It's about being the man who can lead even when she's shut down, even when she's hurting, even when she's lashing out, and even being able to see the person aside all the hurt and the pain. Now, with this being said, you should hold the boundaries. You should hold the line of what is acceptable in the relationship. And if you cannot do this and it spins out of control, well, then you've got some problems in your relationship. You're not leading the relationship and you're not holding the frame properly. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Soul Seducer is a program for you. It turns it around. Turn your relationship around within a couple of days. You'll operate in a completely different place. In fact, this place of operating as a soul seducer is the most freeing experience of your life. Not only are you more powerful, you do less. There's less work that you have to do. You get more love with less work. It's quite amazing how guys just don't see this. And I get it, because I used to be this guy back in 2015. My first 35 years of my life, I was this way. I was this weak guy who had no backbone, who didn't understand women at all, who could not get a date to save his fucking life. In fact, I was cheated on by my ex-wife, and I was cheated on probably by every girlfriend prior, because I just didn't know how to operate. And the thing is this is a natural way for men to operate. I'm not asking you to be different than you are. You actually get to learn and start expressing that guy who was within, who is unapologetic in what he wants. He tells women what he wants and goes after it unapologetically and actually makes it happen. And the cool thing is when you do this, you'll see that the women in your life will do anything to protect the relationship. They'll be completely devoted to you. They'll be turned on by you sexually all the time. They will change to keep you, and they'll appreciate you deeply. If you want to be this kind of guy, you want to have that kind of relationship, check out Soul Seducer in the description below. Brother, I love you. You can do this, and I'll see you in the next episode.